Alright, what is up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to explain to you guys how I was able to be successful at Instagram Reels and how I was able to start getting millions of views on my Instagram Reels. I'm going to give you guys a little insight into my process, what I found that works, what I found that doesn't, and just some keys for you in your own journey of being a creator on trying to figure out Reels because it can be pretty tricky at the beginning. Can be pretty hard to get the ball rolling. You can feel like, oh, I'm never gonna do well. I'm never gonna have a video that gets thousands of likes or anything like that. But and I used to think like that too. But I just want to explain to you guys how it works and what you should do and what you shouldn't do and stuff like that. So you probably have heard this before, but I posted for years before I even had a video do kind of good. Like I posted, I would say around consistently over a year, slightly over a year. I posted multiple times a week, um, and I did that because I genuinely just enjoyed making the content. That's another huge hack. If you don't enjoy making it, if you're not a creative person or you don't find pleasure in actually making the content, putting it out there, you're less likely to be successful in it. Because I posted for like years before I had a video do well because I actually liked it. I liked doing it, and I didn't really care if it got a lot of likes or not. And also, you get good at it after a while. You do anything long enough, you'll be pretty good at it. You start off, your videos look a certain way, and then once you get good at it, they kind of look like they're worthy of being a well-performing Instagram reel. For the last three or so years, I've been in shape and really into fitness, so I knew I wanted to make my content around fitness and endurance. But I kind of felt like I have a chip on my shoulder. I kind of have that underdog vibe. So a lot of my video was kind of inspiring people to, become better, get into good shape, because that's exactly what I went through. I went from the guy who was fat-ish. I don't want to say I was like that fat, but I was definitely kind of fat. Smoking cigarettes, total bum. Didn't go to college. I worked the most bullshit jobs you could imagine: Target, Ace Hardware. I worked at BJ's. I was a line cook, just like absolute bottom of the totem pole. And I found a lot of my identity and worth through fitness. And you can kind of see that in the content I posted about, like, your transformation and your change and how you can evolve, you can elevate. So that was kind of my angle I took. And the cool thing is, all you guys have your own unique life journey, your own unique perspectives. So I would play into that. You want your content to be authentic because that's the only thing that one, like, you're going to be able to stick to, and also, like, having your own niche and your own creative view is what's going to make your reels do well. So yeah, I posted for a really long time, and what's crazy is a lot of the content that I even posted years ago that would get 12 likes, they're not that different from the content I post now that does well, but there is a lot of kind of small little details that definitely change how Reel performs. But the major thing it comes down to is what the text on the screen is, what your message is. If you have access to trial reels, 100% you should be kind of taking the same video with the same music, the same editing, and just swapping out what caption you're putting on there. And I guarantee you, one of those, you'll see which one does well, and then say, okay, I have a winning caption here. And also small editing stuff like fade ins, fade outs, beat drops in the first few seconds kind of into your message. The goal of your reel should be to make somebody feel something. Once I started being able to, like, properly articulate my vibe of what I wanted to get across in the reel, it started doing well. It has to be, can't be that random. You got to kind of figure out what lane, what emotion you're evoking here in this reel, and then play into that. And if the right caption is attached to it and it kind of matches the song, other people relate to it, that reel will do well. I've tried, like, just taking someone else's caption, and that can work too. If you see a reel that's viral and you could always try to just steal their caption, but I think you'll have a lot of success when you kind of come up with your own. And what I did was I used ChatGPT as kind of a creative partner where I'd have this idea of this one liner or something like that that I wanted to say in a reel, but I didn't quite have it yet. So I'd kind of put in a messy, rough draft in ChatGPT. And then it would come back with a few more refined versions and say it had a word in there that I didn't think fit well or wasn't really Instagram worthy. I'd go back and I'd say change this word to this or change this to that. So you can definitely use ChatGPT to help you in your creative process. It's been a huge help for me. And also just in those years of posting, I've got good at editing. Like I can edit a video now in 10 minutes or less, like 5 minutes. That's a super big key. You don't need to outsource your editing. You can use the Instagram Edits app, or if you really want like a high quality kind of color grade, color match, whatever, you can use an app called Lightroom. I think you have to pay like $7 a month, but in there you can get some really good color grading abilities. But yeah, and you should be using the Edits app, and you should be uploading all of your Instagram content from the Edits app. Because for one, it's going to guarantee it's the highest quality uploaded to Instagram, and two, I believe Instagram pushes content a little more that you upload from the Edits app. So if you take away two things so far from this video, it's A, use trial reels and try a same video with multiple different texts on screen, and then two, upload everything from the Edits app. And three, like watch the video a few times and make sure it's aesthetically pleasing, because that's kind of the content I post is aesthetic, creative, expressive content that makes somebody feel something. So you need to watch it and make sure this is aesthetic. Like the fonts are good, the way I adjusted the video, lighting, exposure, that's good. It all has to tie together. Yeah, and then once you find your lane and the style of content that works for you, boom, like you've made it. Then it's just rinse and repeat, get new clips, post new content, find new ideas that kind of work into your aesthetic. I'm gonna drop some more in-depth videos, and even I want to even show you guys exactly how I edit reels and how I use ChatGPT to refine my thoughts. And I'll show you. I'm gonna do that more in another video. But I hope you guys learned a few things from this video, and that's how I started getting millions of views on Instagram Reels.